A black woman dying in her jail cell.
They treat animals better than they treated my sister.
She begged to go to the hospital, but the jail staff did little to help her. Why her family believes her white cellmates poisoned her. I'm Justin Carter. This is CSR Investigates. 23-year-old Tanisha Chappelle had been at the Jackson County Jail in Indiana for about 2 months on theft and fleeing from police charges, and she was one of the only black female inmates there. One day, she started to feel sick. She complained of throwing up blood, asked to go to the hospital, but it would take 18 hours for the jail staff to even take her seriously. Tanisha Chappelle's family and legal team gave us these chilling video and audio recordings.
Yes. What?
Need help.
What do you need help with?
My stomach.
With your what? Your stomach?
Yes.
I mean, I don't know what you want me to do unless you're coughing up something crazy.
I need a nurse.
About an hour goes by.
I need to go to the hospital.
You gotta go to the bathroom.
I need to go to the hospital.
To the hospital?
Yes.
What's wrong?
I'm throwing up blood.
I'm throwing up blood.
You're throwing up?
Blood.
Another hour.
I'm dehydrated. My whole bucket is full with vomit. I'm throwing up blood.
Yeah.
Did you hear me?
Yeah, I'm calling my sergeant.
Chappelle would buzz jail staff several times that night. This prosecutor's report says the jail nurse arrived around 8:45 in the morning, took her blood pressure and temperature, and determined that she was alert with normal vitals. But as the day goes on, she calls and calls again.
I'm throwing up in my sleep.
Surveillance video showing Chappelle naked, covered in her own waste, doubled over a trash can. She then lays down.
Can you come do something?
What's up?
Do you not see that we got a naked lady on the floor in here?
It takes staff 7 minutes to even respond. She's then escorted to a holding cell with other inmates. Minutes later, a cellmate now calls for help.
If she needs something, she'll have to hit the button.
I need help. I just need help.
Tanisha Chappelle in audible pain, moaning, begging. You can see her stumbling over other inmates in her cell. Investigators say she was moved to a private holding cell, took off all her clothes, lost her balance, strikes her head on a metal bed frame. Investigators say jail staff went to go check on her several times and asked her to put on her uniform so they could take her to get some medication. But Tanisha could barely move. One jail staffer even suggesting that Tanisha is faking and threatens to leave her.
This is just making us think that you're faking it. So if you're not going to get up and get dressed, we're going to leave you alone. And you can sit there and just suffer. Oh God, please. Step out, Wendy. Leave the uniform there, step out. Not
15 minutes later, they finally take her to the hospital. But it was too late. She was pronounced dead 2 hours later.
So it was heartbreaking to, watch your loved one just fight for so long, like just beg and plead.
Ranisha Morel says that the 2 months that her sister Tanisha was at the Jackson County Jail, she complained about her white cellmates.
They had got upset because my sister had the TV day. So it was her turn to watch whatever she wanted to watch. Well, they took the remote from her and they got into it about a remote.
Here's what one inmate told Indiana State Police.
I just called her black. And then she said, for some reason I remember her exactly saying, watch your mouth. And then I yelled about 50 times.
The Shade Room has learned that the Jackson County Jail does provide cleaning supplies for inmates to clean their cell and common areas.
She had some type of chemical, and they have yet to produce these chemicals that are used in their cells.
Has she ever had any history of, medical ailments or, what's her medical history like?
My sister do not have no major health issues. She was 23 years old. She went in perfectly fine.
The autopsy came back and Chappelle's death was ruled undetermined. A forensic pathologist concluded that she died of probable toxicity of an unknown substance. This all while the ER report noted originally that there was concern that she ingested ethylene glycol or methanol. Detectives also overheard hospital staff say Chappelle's symptoms were similar